Morning, everybody. I'm Marisha from threesproutscrossstitching. Today is May 31st. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I didn't film yesterday, Monday, so today's Tuesday because there was a lot going on. I'll get into that. So this weekend we went camping. I had talked about how we got a seasonal. So we were able to go down this weekend for the long weekend and do lots of fun stuff. So my mental health has actually been pretty bad. I kind of broke down on Sunday night while we were camping. I felt like for too long I've kind of been faking this smile, kind of just saying, "Oh, it's been pretty good," but really, it's not been the best. I actually talked about last week how I felt just down, and then I went real down. My husband actually talked about getting back into the intensive outpatient program that I had been in. Just figuring something out. I said at this point, I don't think I'm really at that point, but it could get to there. I do have an appointment with my therapist tomorrow, so we'll see what he thinks and go from there. That's one of the reasons why I didn't film yesterday. We got home from camping like 4 p.m. and then after that I was just exhausted from camping, mentally, emotionally. I couldn't film. So I said today I have to though because I didn't yesterday. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that I can just kind of deal with it and get out of this little funk. I haven't mentioned before, but I am diagnosed bipolar type 1. So there are ups and downs. A big thing recently is with mania, there's impulse. You have impulsive behavior. So, not to get too personal, but buying things. I said in my first video, like I don't buy much stuff, and then every video I've showed tons of stuff that I bought, and it tends to cause problems financially. Right now we're not at that point, but it could get to that point. My husband and I talked about last night handing over all my credit cards for the time being. I got rid of everything, all my cards on like Etsy, on Amazon, everything. I had to take them all off. So we'll see. It's hard. It really is hard. And my kids notice. Lincoln kept asking me, "Are you okay, Mommy? Are you okay?" And so, yeah, it's tough for everybody around me. But I will go on to happier things. So I haven't been mentioning, I don't think, but so I'll show you my tops. Today I have red and blue stars for Memorial Day. And then I forgot to mention last week about my braces, but so I ended up going to the orthodontist, and they put the power chains and the stainless steel wires. And that was painful. I had 5 days that I couldn't eat anything except for mashed potatoes and ice cream with nothing in it. Like it was chocolate, vanilla. I couldn't have anything in it. So that was painful. I go back. He said 4 weeks. I can't remember the exact date of the appointment now, but I'll go back, get stronger power chains, and go from there. I have noticed at a huge difference in the gap. It's starting, so that's good. Soon there won't be any at all, so that will be nice. So now what the haul? So last video I mentioned how I got some floss buddies, and I don't know if anybody's seen these. These are from Bags Plus. I'll actually show you. This is still from camping, but So it's on the back, and there's actually a pocket here, and then on the front there's 12 spaces for floss. And I got 4 of those. It has rainbow hearts, and that one was strawberries. This one's some bees and sunflowers, and then this one's just a purple floral. Yeah, so there's that, and then there's a 5th one that I'll be giving away when we hit 100, which I have. Last I checked, it was 65, so we're getting there. I know many people are like, "Oh, we don't pay attention," but I think just right now, because it is so new, and I have such little. Like every person is so exciting. But yeah, so I think I talked about last week how I started WhipGo. Yeah, I did, because I had so many. So this is my board right now. So I finished, no, I didn't. So I finished one, I'm trying to see. I finished one from January, one from February, both April, 2 of May. So I have a January, a February, a May, and 2 June to go. So, that's exciting. And then I'll be all caught up, and then we'll keep going. And then I didn't bring it right over here. So this is my stitching spot. If you couldn't tell, I have my stand here. I have my cabinets. It's kind of messy on the top right now from camping. I just threw everything on there. But I have a magazine holder with all my paper patterns and magazines and stuff. And then usually, like right here, right by the tissues, I have my bucket of fabric, but I was fixing that and picking new fabrics last night, so it's right here next to me. But and then my roller cart is right here that you can't see. But let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't know what I'm doing with it. But anyways, I started an index card holder, and I put all my starts, like I went back through my photos and put when I started and when I finished in one spot. I can put a picture. I took a quick picture of it. I can put it here. And then, so 2021, 2022 finishes. And then all the ones I'm working on, I put the pattern, the fabric, the floss that I'm using, if it's called for, if I changed it, the start date, and then I'll put the finish date. And what I'm planning to do going forward ish, like depending on what's going on, but I'll just randomly pick one of those that I'm working on to do for the day, because I have so many going right now, and I can't just say like every Monday I'll work on this one, every Tuesday, because then so many wouldn't get worked on. So that's what I'm planning to do, and hopefully that goes. Yeah, so I got the Floss Buddies. I started the index card thing. Last week I showed you some cross stitch, Stony Creek cross stitch magazines, and I had said that I ordered more, so I got those 2 in. It is autumn of 2021, and I really loved this right here, so I might do that. And then I learned last night that each state has their own quilt pattern that's specific. Like it's their official quilt pattern. So I was thinking about changing one of these to that. And then the other thing I didn't know, which I don't know if you guys know, I'm sure if you get this magazine, but every month they have a free pattern that you can get. It just costs shipping. And then there's usually 3 that, this one has 4, but that make into a full thing, like kind of like a stitch along, but like a mini one. So I thought that was cool. So I might look in, I kind of missed a few, so I can't do them unless I pay the money for it, but which is not a problem, but we'll see. So I showed you my whip go. Oh, the other thing I got is this new stand. So this is your a tablet stand holder, and there's another piece that goes on top to hold your tablet. But because I'm doing a lot of paper patterns now, I had got this. It's just a little magnet board, and I got a lot of these little square magnets to hold that on, just so I can have it without having it sit on me and keep falling and stuff. So that's exciting. So I'll go through all my whips that I did this week. So Monday, I really didn't work on much because I filmed and then I had my graduation and then I came home and edited. So, and of course, my board. I'll just use this one for today. But so I only got 187 done on this. So probably where I showed you last time because I had done it before I filmed. But it was just like a few white things here. That's all I had gotten done. I will show it not last week's, but the week before where I was, so you can see the difference. But because from last week to this week, I didn't do any because it was I showed it after I had worked on it on Monday. So that's that. And then this is on Grace Notes Fabric Sarah. And then it's the ABCDinosaurs from CloudsFactory. I'm sure if you've watched any of my videos, you will know that. Oh, and this is a new bag. It's So Sarah from the Fat Quarter Shop. I saw it on Stitch All the Things she was giving away, and then I was like, they're so cute, I have to get one. So it came in 3, but so then on Tuesday, I worked on my 90s, which I can't show. Tomorrow, actually, you know what? I'll show it because by the time people are watching this, if they even are doing it, then I'll cover the other one. The next one that comes out July 1st, but for June 1st, which is tomorrow, this is the pattern. So I designed this, and the fabric was done by Stitchery Express with Fabric Flare, specific for this stitch along that I did myself, and I'm excited. So I just wrote it. Let me grab my phone. So in order to join my stitch along, you have to donate to the Never Done Foundation, which is a foundation that helps people that have been diagnosed with glioblastoma. And I talked about it, I think, in my first video. My uncle passed away of glioblastoma, which is cancer of the brain. And the Never Done Foundation helped him make his last memories. So he had gone to Montana. He bought a RV and he traveled Montana, stayed at Glacier National Park, and he had an amazing time as his last memories before he passed away. And my uncle was actually the first recipient of the money that they're giving out for people to do this. So in order to join my stitch along, you have to donate any amount. It doesn't matter. I think the minimum is $1 just because that's what PayPal makes you do. But we've raised $1,389 so far, which is amazing. My absolute top goal was 1,000 because that's what they gave him. So we've hit that and surpassed it. And she had actually messaged me and let me know that there was a new person that had requested some money for medical bills and for some last memories with his family because of this devastating diagnosis that he got. So I'm so excited that I can give back to them after they helped my uncle so much. And then they can pay it forward to someone else. But yeah, so tomorrow, this pattern comes out. And then I've been working on, so I had 3 test stitchers do this for me. I sent out the pattern to them and they've been stitching it. I think there's only like 1 or 2 left that they haven't stitched, but I've been fixing things as they're doing it. So I decided to do it for myself so that I would have one to show for the next installment. So by July 1st, I'm hoping to finish that installment and then work on the next one. But yeah, I'm excited. So I'll show the next one, you know, towards July 1st. So it's still a surprise for people. So Wednesday, so I did 526 on that on Tuesday. Wednesday, I did 573 on my summer, which I showed last week because I was wondering how many strands you use for 20 count, because this is like my first 20 count. So I had done it in 2, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I took it out and I did it in 1, and I love it. It looks so good now. So there's 573 in this, and this is, let me get the paper. This is the Summer Band. Sorry, I hope nobody saw that. The Summer Band Sampler by Tiny Modest. And I've looked at these. I've had these favorited on my Etsy for forever. And finally I bought this one. And then I'll get, this is summer, there's autumn, winter, and fall, and spring. So there's that one. I'll show it again. And then I'll show, I think you've seen this bag, but I'll show all my bags and tell you just again so that everybody knows. So this is Fiddle Feathers, and I actually ordered 2 more from her, which shipped this morning, so that's exciting. So it's just some bees with flowers, and then she has made by, does it say made by hand? Made with love on the little charm. So that's cute. So I'll put it over there. So then Thursday I had a new start. And this is my first ever Blackwork. I've looked at them for so long, and I actually had gotten a pattern, and I did a few stitches with DMC and I didn't like it, so I had posted in the group the Snarky and Modern. So it was their pattern, so I posted and I said, what does everybody do, because I don't like the way it looks, and everybody said Sulky. So that's when I started buying those, and I just have never used them. So I got this pattern and I started it, and it's upside down. Hold on. So it is, this is on a 18 count, yellow. I had got it at Retreat. I showed it last week, but. So this is Blackwork Bees and Flowers, designed by Claire Smith of TrunkyStitches, and I got it on Etsy. And then in the bees, there are some cross stitches, and she gave you 2 options to do all of it in black, or do some of it in gold. So I'm going to do the gold, but I figured I'll do all the black work first and then go back for for the stitch the crosses. So I did 546 on that on Thursday. And then I had brought it camping to show my mother-in-law, and I did 462 on Sunday. So I had about 1,000 stitches on that. That's a lot. And so the stitches, because it's Blackwork, I count that as every time you go up and then down. So some people said they do like every 2 because then it's the same amount as an X. But either way, it doesn't really matter, you know. So then after I had done my 500 on that, on Thursday, I decided to start another one. I can show you that one, which I've showed before because I had just recently got it, but it's Peacock Topez, and then the Shooting Star Collection by Carolyn Designs. And I love it. It's like a little quilt, a cross-stitched quilt. So I started that, and again, I did this on 20 count, so I only did 1, and it's 1 over 1. And it goes this way, so I don't give it to you upside down again. And this is a 20 count Zweigart, just a blush I got from Cross Stitching Supplies. And then that one I had done, I only did 24 stitches on Thursday because I can't remember why, but I had done it late, like after the kids went to bed. I just quick started it. And then Friday I did 513 when we were driving to camping, and then once we got there and set up and everything, I did a little more. So there's that one. And then this one is in, actually I think this is a new bag, but it's in Dot Dot Goose Designs. Strawberries. That's the front. And then the 25th, the new Under the Sea clue got released. So this is the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Under the Sea Stitch Along, Mystery Stitch Along. So this one, you've seen this one and this one, 1 and 2. So now 3 came out. And Saturday, which is its normal day, I did have each day was a pattern. So Saturdays was Under the Sea. So I got 556 done on Saturday. And then Sunday, I had worked on the bees, and then I made 3 mistakes, and I had to rip them out. So I said, okay, I'm done with this one for now. So I did 205 more on this. And then this is on 14 count, just light blue. I think it's ice blue, Zweigart. I was checking. I did work on this Monday yesterday some, but I haven't counted how many stitches because I mark them off, and then at the end of the day, for a paper pattern, I mark them off, and then at the end of the day, I count them all up. So I just didn't get a chance to count them yesterday, but I did work on this. And I will put pictures of everything the last time you saw it up here. And then this is another new bag, and all you 90s kids, or if you had kids in the 90s, this is In Sync, which was my favorite, and it's by Black Cat X Stitchery, and she puts a little black cat in here. And so I had bought a ton of fabric because my mom sews, so she was going to make me a bunch of bags, but it just wasn't coming out right with the vinyl in my machine. It was just like getting caught. So I contacted Black Cat Stitchery. I had seen them from Grace Notes Fabrics, Grace Notes Stitchers, Flosstube. So I asked her if she would, if I sent her the fabric I had bought, if she would make me some bags. So she's gonna do that. I have I've been supposed to be sending out the fabric, but I just haven't gotten a chance. So I think maybe today I'll do that and get those bags made so I can get those. Yeah, so this week I did 3,492 stitches, which comes out to 498 daily average. So I'm too shy of my goal for daily stitches, daily average stitches for the week, but that's okay. I think camping and my graduation and then my mental health, I'm okay with it. I'll get back there. I'll get there probably next week, so I'm okay. And then, let's see, so yesterday after I did some of the C, I started another one, which is on my WhipGo, and it's in black and white because I don't have a color printer. When I print the color, I always go to my mom's work. But this is by Nikki Pattern on Etsy, and it's brain with flowers. And I think I'm gonna put a quote like my brain is still beautiful, even though I have bipolar, and it's not always my favorite friend. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that. I didn't do very many, and I just lost my needle out. But it's very confetti, very much confetti. So it takes some work. I want to say I've only done maybe 50 stitches so far. And for my WhipGo, my goal is 500 on the new start. So I got a little bit to go, but I should be able to finish that today, and then work on another WhipGo. So yeah, last night I had gone through all the projects on my WhipGo and made sure I had a fabric and the floss I need. So, and I think there's only, excuse me, I think there's only one pattern that I have to buy fabric for, which is the Santa's Village, because it is large. I usually get a fat quarter of most of the fabric, so I'm gonna have to get either a fat half or find something that's bigger. I think it ended up being 23 by 26, I think it was. So I have to find something bigger. So this week I have a Stitching in the Wild. So what I do is I search the hashtag Stitching in the Wild, hashtag Stitching in the Wild, on Instagram and on Facebook. And in my Facebook group, Three Sprouts Cross Stitching, almost every week I put a post up saying, show me your Stitching in the Wild photos for my Flosstube. This week I didn't because we were camping, but I had on Instagram, I had searched it and found one. So I'll put those here. And then next I want to do my Flosstube mentions. So this week I chose two that I watch, and I enjoy. The first one is The Highway Stitcher, which is Colette. She is doing the Under the Sea, and she does a lot of other projects that I love. I don't think any of them that I've bought are from her, but I know every time I watch, I put one on my list to buy. Yeah, and she does a lot with Stitch and Mommy, which I mentioned last week. They seem to do like video calls, which is awesome. I'm hoping that someday I can, you know, do something like that, you know, meet more Flosstubers and connect with them. But yeah, so then the other one that I wrote down is Michelle Bendy, from Bendy Stitches. She has a Flosstube and she also has a Twitch, that I think it's Sundays. Then I don't know the other day, but I'm pretty sure it's Sundays and then another day during the week that she does Twitch. And she does a lot of unique designs, something a lot different than I would have chose, but I like a lot of them. I know because of her, I'm sorry about my son. Because of her, I'm starting a smalls journal. So what she does is when she makes a small pattern, she puts it into a journal, and like if she gets any cards or like stickers from people with Stitchy Kindness, she puts that in there. So I actually bought a journal, and on my WhipGo I put the quirky Quakers that she does, and then I'm also planning to put the furry tails that you can find in the world of cross stitching. I'm gonna put them in that. So that's that. So for plans for this week, there's not too much going on. Like I said, I have therapy tomorrow, and then Thursday night, my school that I just graduated from, they gave out free Fisher Cats, it's a baseball team here in New Hampshire. They give out free tickets to the game, so me and my husband are going to do that for like a little date night, so that's fun. And then for my plans for stitching, today I'm hoping to get my 500 on the brain pattern, so I can mark that off on my WhipGo. And then I actually had started twice this weekend my cats and quilts pattern that's on my WhipGo. But the first time I read the instructions and the size on it, I cut my fabric to that size. I was doing it on 18 count and their sizing was for 28 count, so I cut it way too small. So I had to recut it. So then I recut it and I started it yesterday, and the stitches just the colors weren't showing up good enough on the fabric. I had chose this Earl Grey from Grace Notes Fabrics, and it was too dark for the pattern, so I have to find a different fabric. I haven't done that yet, but I will, and hopefully I'll get the 500 on that this week. And then I'm hoping to get the dinos some done because the next pattern comes out tomorrow. And I haven't finished May yet, which is I'm okay with. Like before, I was very I have to stay on top of it. If I get behind, you know, that's terrible. But you know, I have to enjoy it. And if I'm always doing the dinosaurs, trying to catch up and getting frustrated that I'm behind, like I'm not going to enjoy it. So I said it's okay if I should be able to catch up by the end of the year. And if I don't, if I finish in January or February, that's okay too. So we'll go from there. This is my kitty, Kit Kat. And she's always with me, especially when I'm having a hard time mentally. She's always right there beside me, so it's nice. But yeah, I think that's all I have for plans. All I have for haul. Yeah, so I think that's it. Sorry for my kids playing in the background. There's only so quiet I can keep him. I'll try to edit out as much as I can of him. But yeah, so let me know how you comment and let me know how you guys are doing on your WhipGo. I know this month for June, number 9 was called, which would make a bingo when you complete it. So I was just, let me know if you have a bingo. I know probably nobody, well, you can't start June's until June 1st. So obviously you won't have a bingo yet, but if you're planning to hopefully have a bingo, I know I have the 17, which is the cats and quilts, that I have to start before I can get the bingo too. So we'll see. And then share my videos with everybody you know. We'll get to 100, and I have a couple giveaways to do when I hit 100. Like and subscribe so I get to the 100. But yeah, I hope you have a great week and get lots of stitching done. I will see you next Monday. Hopefully, I'm better. I just feel like this video is kind of not as happy, positive as some of my other ones. But I do have to say that I'm feeling a lot more confident behind the camera. Like, I used to be very nervous and shy, and you can tell in my first couple videos. And then the other thing is I had to make a video for my class, and before it would be like I'd be very nervous. It would, I'd sit there for a while before I even turned the camera on, and then I felt like I was rushing through it to, get it done with. And the last one I made, it went really smoothly, and I actually went over what I had to for the time. So I'm just feeling a lot more confident all around with the camera. So that's great. But yeah, I hope you have a great week and happy stitching.